Belarus and Russia are reportedly discussing a possible political union, which could see the two nations form a new country. Here's One America's Kristian Rouz with this report.
Thousand-strong protests break out in Belarus Sunday amid an alleged plan of the nation's integration with Russia. Over the weekend, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko met with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to discuss ways to deepen mutual economic and security ties.
We came here only to analyze the way of the analysis of our agreement, as you said. We don't request anything. We don't insist on anything. We agreed a long time ago.
According to the Moscow Times, there is little clarity what kind of integration Belarus and Russia are talking about. Speculation is rife the two countries could form a new nation, which some reports name as the Union of Slavic States. Earlier this month, the Belarusian president called for a new regional bloc in Eastern Europe that would include Russia, Belarus and Serbia and involve open borders and full economic integration. This adds to the reports Russia and Belarus could establish a joint parliament and cabinet, meaning they would effectively form a new nation-state.
I'm sure you wouldn't lose anything due to this. You would only gain. We are grateful people, and we know how to respond to that.
However, thousands of Belarusian protesters are calling for integration into the EU instead. Protesters also denounce President Lukashenko's policies, which some called neo-Soviet conservatism, and his lengthy rule that started back in 1994. Some point out the Russia-Belarus integration could be a game-changer in European security and international affairs, partly because Russia would cease to exist as a nation-state within the new union, making Ukraine-related sanctions legally void.
NATO and we believe in dialogue with Russia. But we believe in what we call the dual-track approach, meaning deterrence, defense and dialogue.
Recent polls find the majority of Belarusians neither support or oppose a possible integration with Russia. At the same time, Belarus remains a mostly Russian-speaking country, while Russian companies own major assets in the country, specifically in the energy sector.
If you want to get subsidies, you need to give something back. It's a kind of a trade-off. If you don't want to get subsidies, you may be very independent. But in this case, your economic wonder will disappear and maybe you'll face some kind of political disaster or turmoil like it was in Ukraine.
After tense discussions on Sunday, Lukashenko and Putin failed to reach an agreement on the 8-point roadmap to integration. But observers say, although the latest talks fell through, a possible Russia-Belarus union remains on the table. Kristian Rouz, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.